as well. Dan, you were in the building last night when that happened. What was it like?
It was tough to watch. You know, you can immediately feel the kind of gravity of it, the air of the moment kind of get lifted because everyone saw what looked to be pretty severe injury. I think the most interesting thing was like Tyreek's response to the whole situation. You know, you as an athlete know, like, oh my gosh, this is something I've never experienced before. And in the midst of that, and I can't imagine his emotions, he handled himself really well leaving the field. And I can't imagine how difficult that was. And then my thought was in the game, oh, how does the team respond? Like, how do the teammates respond? Sometimes that could just completely distract you from one of the reasons you're there is to play a game. And I was also very impressed with the Dolphins as a team for the way that they were able to compartmentalize, play the game, and try to, at least in that moment, move forward.
Yeah, they got their first win of the season and did a nice job. Marcus, we know Tyreek's impact, but when you think about it from the defensive standpoint, how much easier is it to take on that offense if he's not on the field?
Yeah, they lose a lot. I mean, in your week of preparation, he is the guy that you're pointing to saying we can't allow Tyreek Hill to wreck this football game. And you try to come up with plans and schemes to keep him intact. Now, a lot of people have tried it, and they still got
right.
knocked out by Tyreek. But I think a lot of it just is an adjustment, especially with Tua, right? You make easy throws to Tyreek, and you get explosive plays. Yeah. And you push the ball down the field, and he creates a way to take the top off of the defense to open up other areas of the football field. So you miss a lot just by him being on the field beyond his playmaking. The one thing I did like was Darren Waller got involved last night. Yeah. And I think he can become a guy.
It's actually going to look like a lot similar to what we saw last night. It's all about misdirection, getting the defense flowing one way, going horizontally in the other direction. Tua was 7 for 7 on crossers. They clearly identified that against the Jets man coverage being a weakness. But 6 of those throws were not to Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington, Darren Waller, all 3 of those guys have pull-away speed. And I think
a big part of this is Jalen Waddle ready to take that big step forward? He's kind of been that 1B benefactor, Tyreek getting so much attention. Can he emerge as a guy? Waller's a big piece. Those 2 young backs in Achane and Ollie Gordon are big. I just think, to Mina's point, last night, we saw a style that was different in their offense. Tua was under center 17 snaps last night. That's very different for this football team. I'm not
within this offensive staff now to dig a little deeper into their concepts and the things that they want to do to try to create what this misdirection you're talking about.
I know it is. That's not
the injury does that.
Absolutely, and that was something that every person that we talked with, Mike McDaniel, Tua, they all said, we can't live in the shotgun, throw it versus 2 high shell anymore. You know, we have to make the run game part of our offense. We have to try to, Mike McDaniel's saying was, I can't allow defenses to play it safe and win. Play that shell. And so I think there was the philosophy of running the football more even before this injury and allowing their offensive line to fire off the football. It was a good start to that last night.
Let's hear from Tyreek Hill. New on NFL Live, he shouted out his supporters before heading into surgery today. Take a listen.
All right, guys. Tyreek Hill here, the cheetah, about to go in for this surgery. Keep your boy in your prayers. You guys have been awesome, man. Fans Nation, just the whole entire NFL have been amazing. You know, sending me lots of love, lots of prayers. And I'm absolutely honored, man. You know, granted the situation, but I love you guys so much, and hope to see you soon.
Dan, you said it. The way he's handled all of this has been commendable. All right, let's show you what happened in the game. Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins taking on Justin Fields and the Jets on Monday Night Football. This, of course, Dan on the call for this game. We're going to pick it up in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins up 10-3 at this point. Tua finding Darren Waller. You talked about getting him involved.
Yeah, this is one of those under center bootlegs, kind of a wrinkle that we hadn't seen in a long time. Man coverage, a little bit of a pick, and Waller opens up. This is one of the plays of the NFL season. I don't care if the Jets lost. This play was absolutely incredible. I don't think there's more than 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the NFL that make this play 4th and 1. It's a broken play. There's nothing there. but that, and Justin turns it into a touchdown.
Jets trailing 17-10. Next Dolphins possession. Tua here getting the running back involved. Devon Achane who takes it in. Dolphins now leading by 2 scores at home. Now under 2 to play. Dolphins at this point lead 27-13. Fields looking for Garrett Wilson, and he makes the catch right here. This is a nice one.
One of the catches of the year. They had run all-out pressure, man coverage the snap before. He did not throw it to Garrett Wilson. This time he does on a little bit of double move. The concentration, that's a ridiculous catch.
Jets attempting an onside kick after the touchdown. The Dolphins recover. Dolphins win 27-21. A really exciting game, too. Dolphins entered last night as one of 10 teams since 1933 to start a season 0-3 without forcing a turnover. The 2025 Jets were also on that list, but after having a -5 turnover differential in their first 3 games, Miami forced 3 Jets turnovers and didn't give the ball away themselves in the victory. All right, it was a doubleheader on Monday night. We also had the Bengals taking on the Broncos. Bo Nix getting ready to go. Monday Night Football, we're going to pick it up. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Broncos trail 3-0 Denver. A 3rd and 5 from the Bengals 6, and Nix takes it in himself easily for the touchdown. Broncos lead 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. Early second quarter now, Bengals backed up 3rd and 20 after a couple penalties. Jake Browning finds Jamar Chase, but he only gets 10 yards, well short of a first down. Just the penalties and the sloppiness for the Bengals, incredibly frustrating for everyone throughout the night. Just under 9 minutes to go in the half. Same score. Broncos in the red zone. Marvin Mims on the jet sweep takes it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, really nice block by Cortland Sutton on the perimeter there. This is Bo Nix. Like right before the half, 3rd down, really nice release by Sutton, and he just pins it on his frame to go up and make that throw-in catch. That was a big play for Bo Nix in that offense.
Broncos lead 21-3 at the half. 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter now. Browning sacked by Nick Benito. They were having their way with Browning. You see Jamar Chase trying to talk to Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. Chase had a really good attitude, even though we're not seeing some of those clips here on the sideline, despite how frustrating everything was. There's Nix finding R.J. Harvey, walks into the end zone for the touchdown. Broncos get a big win, 28-3. Now, the Bengals blitzed Bo Nix on 9 dropbacks last night. Denver did a great job picking it up as he faced only 1 pressure. On those 9 blitzes, Nix went 7 for 9 for 101 yards with all 7 completions going for first downs. He averaged more than 14 yards per completion on those throws. I caught up with running back J.K. Dobbins after the win and asked him about his quarterback. What can you say about the way that this offense functioned tonight, specifically with quarterback Bo Nix?
He played a very good game. We're going to keep building on it. And I know, he's had some games where he's like wondering, but it's always going to come. He's got to keep chipping away, and that's what he did. And I'm happy to see him do that tonight.
You are the first 100-yard rusher for the Broncos in the Sean Payton era. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. That means a lot to me. I'm going to keep working hard. Hopefully I can go like 150.